What's up, everybody? My name's Chris. I am the casual flipper. I'm a reseller on Amazon and eBay, and in this video we're going to dive into, is tactical arbitrage worth it? This question comes up time and time again, so I'm going to let this intro go and we'll get into the content of the episode. Is tactical arbitrage worth it? Absolutely yes. Without a doubt, it is worth the price. The price isn't very big for what the program can offer you, but the key thing to note is that it comes down to what you put into it in terms of time, not money. So one thing that people really get hung up on is the cost of it. I've been there myself. When you first started, you don't really have a strategy. You don't really know what you're looking for, but I'm going to tell you, you have to stick it out. You got to have a little grit here and just learn how to use the program, watch the videos, do the learning, and you're going to have a lot more success. And you should really kind of niche down a little bit in terms of the categories you want to chase. Become really great at finding toys and maybe home and outdoor. Like, become really great in those categories, and then you can expand beyond that. A lot of people try to go after everything, just any profitable item, and it becomes overwhelming for a lot of people. And then maybe they'll pick up some bad items and it's frustration, oh, it's not worth it. So to avoid all that mess, I would say really focus in on one or two categories that you understand. You know the sales rank, you know how many reviews is normal, and just focus on that and get good in that category. The trial is 7 days. This is not enough time to really know if it's going to be worth it for you or not. But I can already tell you, if you're a bookseller, it's not going to be worth it because you're out in the field, used bookstores, and that's really where, or donations and charities, stuff like that, that's where your bread and butter is, not online. But if you're in all the other categories, it's worth it. There's thousands of people out there making tactical arbitrage worth it for them, doing great things. You can create leads lists and sell the leads list. You can just source items for yourself. It's really, really powerful tool. But if you're, like I just mentioned, if you're a bookseller, no, it's not worth it for you. But for everybody else, absolutely. And the reason I wanted to make this video is for all the people that message me and they're saying tactical arbitrage hasn't been worth it for me. 9 times out of 10, it's people that use it for a 7-day trial, they haven't learned their strategies, and they're overwhelmed, and they just don't want to pay the price. But I'm telling you, if you stick with it, you learn your strategy, it is definitely worth the money. One tip I'll give you in terms of your strategy is, when I first started, I would just search all the categories for everything. Toys, grocery, clothes, home and outdoor, blah, 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 like all these categories. And you get thousands and thousands of results depending on your filters, which I like to do, and I can filter it out a second time. And it can get overwhelming. It really can. That is what happens to a lot of people, and they're looking at all these different categories and they're not sure about sales ranks or how many reviews they should have, or if it's selling, or maybe they don't even have Keepa, and then it's like, it's just this overwhelming thing. And I've been there myself. But once I started changing up my strategy a little bit, and maybe in the morning I would just do a search for just grocery. So I just search for grocery and go through, and because grocery is a category that I'm starting to learn now, I understand it a little bit better, so I can kind of pick out which items I think would look really good, and I'll put them in a new tab, and then I can kind of do some more research on them. Or if I'm doing toys something I've been selling for a little bit, it's easier for me to source in this category because I have a good idea about what will sell, and it's just much easier this way because you're only focused on one category that you're familiar with, and you can kind of pick out the products that you think are going to be very good. If it was just a bunch of random stuff, I probably would still find the same toys, but it might take twice as long. So one thing I would definitely say is refine your process, focus in some categories, and I can assure you tactical arbitrage is worth it if you've done the research in terms of the learning. They do provide like 15 videos or more about every single aspect of the program. You should definitely learn everything about it. Learn how you're going to source, learn the program, niche down into 2 or 3 categories that you can really dig your teeth into and understand. And I can pretty much promise you, if you do these things, you will have success on tactical arbitrage, whether or not you're in the US or Canada. I'm Canadian, I have success with it. Don't worry about that at all. And a lot of Canadians think that it really only works in the States. Not true. It does work very well in Canada. once you get your strategy set up. Hope this video is helpful for you a little bit. Like, subscribe, I really appreciate it. There's a reseller Discord, I'll link below. Keep crushing it and stay real, guys.